Summit County housing is a nightmare, and partnering with neighbor counties might be the answer. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. First, this weekend was the busiest on I-70 through Summit in 4 weeks. Nearly 107,000 vehicles passed through both sides of the Eisenhower Tunnel Friday through Sunday. 15,000 more cars than last weekend, up 17%. A semi-truck caught fire early this morning on westbound I-70 outside of Wolcott, closing one side of the interstate for nearly 2 hours. No other vehicles were involved. Summit has partnered with the state for a mobile vaccine clinic, and it's open now at Beaver Run Resort in Breck.
We're making it really easy for folks to get vaccinated. We have a mobile vaccination bus, and it's in Breckenridge 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. today.
That was Governor Polis on an exclusive call with Krystal today. The bus will return tomorrow to Blue River Town Hall.
Colorado's doing well. We are in the bottom 10 or 12 states for fatalities per capita.
But other metrics are not doing so well. 1 in 81 Coloradans are sick with COVID today, compared to 1 in 350 in March. Experts blame this on COVID variants and loosening restrictions. Summit officials say housing is the county's most urgent concern after COVID. Haley Littleton with Town of Breckenridge.
Something the council always talks about is that ultimately, while building units is so important, we can't build our way out of this problem.
Breck Town Council holds a special public meeting tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon to review its housing strategy and get your feedback. Tune in online. The Board of County Commissioners is tackling housing head-on by looking past the new construction conundrum. Commissioner Tamara Pogue.
You know, we do have land in Summit County, but I think one of the things that I am realizing is that a lot of that land isn't buildable.
The county currently owns 13 undeveloped parcels. Many are restrictively small, or they sit on the county line.
Can we have more conversations with our neighbors about joint strategies and joint products that are sort of right on the border of a lot of our counties, but where folks can ultimately access jobs in both counties?
These cross-county partnerships are promising. So are incentives for part-time homeowners.
How do we help make it worthwhile for them to long-term rent instead? And I think there's a sort of partnership between the county and the property management community and those owners that really could move the needle on creating more long-term rentals.
For new construction, the long-delayed Lake Hill project on Dam Road in Frisco could still happen, and the U.S. Forest Service partnership above Dillon Valley promises 250 units in coming years. Both are at least 2 to 3 years in the future. It's the middle of mud season, and Nisa Erickson with the FIRC says their food banks last Monday and Tuesday were slammed.
The demand has decreased, but the need within that demand is greater.
Demand for the food banks usually dips during mud season, but in 2 days, the FIRC served nearly 160 families.
The folks that are coming in are struggling more than they were before.
The FIRC food banks are open to everyone, same as their rent and other assistance programs. The FIRC does not, however, negotiate with landlords. Colorado was colder and drier than average in April. The Colorado Climate Center reports an average temperature of 43 degrees last month, a half degree colder than average, although Summit and most of the Colorado River Basin was 1 degree warmer than normal. Precipitation was slight, down 0.8 of an inch statewide for the driest April on record across the basin.
Sun says good morning.
That's local musician Larry Lacerte, formerly of Broke Down Rodeo, with The Sun, his submission for Krystal 93's Summit Song Contest.
World's coming back to life.
The original music and lyrics are inspired by his travels, when his mind would often wander to a cabin in the woods and the peaceful, sunny days of Summit.
I was just sitting around playing those chords kind of over and over, and that one actually came about traveling. It's kind of funny that when you're home, you want to travel, and when you're traveling, you just want to be home.
Larry recorded the Sun solo on acoustic guitar and calls it a companion piece to another song, Find a Way Home, with Nick Slayton on drums, Glenn Sawyer on piano, Mia Tarduno on backing vocals, and Joe Burke on dobro.
Find a way home.
You know, I love the acoustic guitar because it doesn't lie, but solo acoustic guitar and vocal is fun, and then it's really fun to put all the pieces around that and have a more full production and a full sound, and yeah, just different vibes.
Larry traded full-time gigging for a job in home healthcare recently, and he's been slow to return to the stage. But chances are you'll find him playing around town this summer at all the usual places.
Where I feel alive. Another day in Summit County.
Stay tuned all this week as we highlight local music and musicians, part of the inaugural Summit Song Contest.
I am home, look around me. Losing track of time. Losing track of time.
In sports, the Avalanche face the Blues in the first round of the NHL playoffs tonight at 8. The Rockies play the Padres at 8:10. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Saturday was the Boneyard Boogie 13K in Eagle, opening race of the Vail Trail Running Series, where Joseph DeMoore of Carbondale took the men's and overall title. Eagle's Kim Dobson won the ladies' race. Next event in the Trail Series is over a month away, June 19th, at Beaver Creek. Opening race of the Vail Whitewater Race Series is tomorrow, Tuesday. Get registered by end of the day today for kayak, sup, and raft events at vailrec.com. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.